Undocumented immigrants are not illegal and therefore they are not criminals. They've committed a civil violation by being here without proper documentation. They're not committing a crime. Undocumented immigrants can own businesses, they can open bank accounts, they can pay taxes, and they can live their life. If an undocumented decides to commit a crime, they will then go to jail, but they're not going to go to jail for being here without documentation.
Yes, this woman is not serious. According to this next video, holy shit, America, illegal immigrant from Venezuela have turned their wives into $20 per hour prostitutes and are walking out of Home Depot in Colorado because they are no longer housed in hotels. Let me play this before I even go into that. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor us to do that, and if possible, it will do you no harm if you share out this video.
This is the current situation in Denver, Colorado. In Colorado, they have taken in over 40,000 migrants. They have spent close to $57 million housing them, feeding them, clothing them, providing all the necessities for them, and they can no longer do it. Mayor Johnson has said, "We are in a migrant mess. We need funding. We cannot keep taking care of them." He is cutting $4.7 million from his park and recreation fund and from the DMV. He's also asking the residents of Denver to house. If you have an empty room, can you house these migrants? Imagine that, asking people there to open up their doors and let them come live with them because Denver cannot take care of them. I went to the city of Denver. I saw this crisis. There are thousands of migrants. It's very sad. But when I got back, people started messaging me and they said, "Hey, if you want to see what's really going on in Denver," he said, "go to the Home Depot." He gave me this address of this Home Depot and he said, "Venezuelan men are prostituting out their wives for $20 an hour." That is how desperate they are. They need money, they can't work, and they're basically just hanging out, and now they're going to be hanging out on the streets because they're going to be homeless. Before they were put into hotels and shelters, they were out on the streets. There were migrant tent cities, but you know Denver is freezing cold, so the mayor put them in hotels. It's warming up, so he's sending them out on the streets. So I fear for the citizens of Denver and for the Colorado. I don't know what's going to happen. It's a migrant mess.
Yes, this is a serious issue. There is another lady, she discovered something. Chinese are bringing these people to work in their own farms they bought illegally. Can you imagine?
I learned today something as we're at these borders and I'm seeing all these Chinese people coming in the California area. Only in California is the only place I've seen Chinese people. And I wonder, why are they coming? What are they doing? Why are they here? This is what I learned. I learned that from Maine to the state of Washington, Chinese people have bought up a ton of land. And on this land, they are growing marijuana farms. They use these workers. 75% of their workers are illegal Chinese migrants who have entered into America illegally. They are housing them in shacks and using them to work in their marijuana farms. In LA the other day, a raid occurred, and in one warehouse, there was over 40,000 plants that were being grown. That value is worth $3 to $4 million. Also, I learned that not only is a cartel pushing people in at the border, there's a group of Chinese people that are basically the Chinese cartel, and they are bringing people in. I spoke to, me and my son, we've been down in San Diego covering this. We spoke to a Chinese girl. She was 16 years old. She told us how she got here. She said from China, they went to Japan. From Japan, they went to Tijuana. From Tijuana, they were put to the border wall. She said, "I've been walking far, it's been hard, but I'm so happy to be here." She said the reason why she wanted to come to America is because of the education, and she said China did not want her to leave. That is some crazy.
Libras are losing their minds because Biden correctly referred to Lagan Raleigh killer as an illegal. Biden eventually caved and apologized for using the term. This is what the left is focused on. They don't care about Lagan's more. The real scandal is Biden said illegal. This clip should play in every city until November. You can see exactly what is happening. Now some are turning the thing into a whole business because they cannot be housed in hotels, and these ones are here melting down. Chinese are bringing in these people simply to use them to work on their farms, and so forth. Let me play some videos so you can see exactly what I'm talking about.
And if you didn't watch it, you clearly did yourself a favor, but we must talk about something that he said. President Biden went intentionally off script to go out of his way to dehumanize undocumented immigrants as a way to correlate criminalization and murder. Dehumanizing an entire population is just a tactic that he's using to go more right on immigration, succumbing to Donald Trump and the Republican MAGA agenda. As immigration activists, we have worked tirelessly to end the dehumanization. President Biden must apologize for using this word. Immigrants will not be gaslit. He has broken every single promise to us.
Today, folks are celebrating everything that Biden said. And what you won't see in the news is the truth, but I'm here to remind you that undocumented immigrants matter. We will continue to fight against this type of rhetoric because this will only create more and more division, and ultimately it's only going to hurt him and his campaign and will only uplift the MAGA Trump agenda. My name is Shayla. I'm an immigrant rights activist. I've advocated in front of the White House to President Biden about a pathway to citizenship. I know what I'm talking about, so please follow for more updates and more immigration advocacy because immigrants are here, we're here to stay, and we won't be silent, and we're expecting an apology.
Yes, that is the activist. Democrats are empowering all this. Biden came out to apologize after using this. I saw Nancy Pelosi melting down about this, and it went to that level. Their activists did a lot of insane videos to post on TikTok. What really bothers me is the fact that this give people doing this that bold mindset, to encourage others to come in. If you're telling me using illegal immigrant, you are dehumanizing someone, then I really, wonder. I've been in a lot of places, I don't see this. It's so crazy to me, like, you should not call these people illegal immigrants. You are illegal, you came in illegal, right? Then what? Why is it a problem? Immediately you sound someone like an illegal immigrant, immediately they look at you like a MAGA Republican, like she's sounding. You're going far right with these Republicans. It is insane. Let's accept that when someone, use the back door to enter a country, the person is an illegal immigrant. No matter how you twist it or try to pick up word in the dictionary to change it, it's still just the same thing. What is the meaning of undocumented? Okay, people that enter the countries through using the right way and they don't have papers, how should we refer to them?
As someone who's voting this year, and it's my first year voting, I just wanted to come on here and talk